Hello all, welcome back to another video and welcome to Sammy G's World of Cinema. Today on the channel, I'm going to do something a bit different here, and it's kind of my first sort of like response video to like a music related thread that happens in the, what you call it, the vinyl music community here on YouTube. And yeah, I just thought there's been a lot of great threads that's happened before in like the music community, and I wanted to kind of do like my first sort of response video to like a music related thread, and this one was created by the wonderful Richard McCook. Richard has got an amazing channel, guys. I've been following Richard's channel for the last few years now, and he's done a lot of amazing content with his like collection videos. He's done some incredible ranking videos wherever it's regards to singles or albums of an artist and stuff. I know he's a big Bowie fan, which is, with no pun intended, music to my ears, because I absolutely love Bowie as well. He's a big Elton John fan, ABBA fan, and a few of the others as well, like Squeeze, Elvis Costello, Nick Lowe. He's a big fan of those artists as well. And yeah, I wanted to do a response video to like his incredible threads that he started, which you've done such a brilliant job with this, Richard, getting like this thread going with a perfect side one and a perfect side two of an album. So like, I think the rule is 5 albums to pick as a perfect side one and 5 albums of a perfect side two. I know Rob Walker, sorry guys, James Griffiths has done a great response video to this as well. Rob has, and Ross Goodall, and they picked all incredible picks in their like those response videos. And yeah, I wanted to do like my version of this as well. Now, I'm not sure if any of these albums have been shown already, like as part of that this thread. If they have, apologies guys, I do apologise about that. I've tried to come up with some albums I don't think have been shown like before as part of like this thread, but yeah, and this is not like to take away from like say side one or side two of an album. I think for me personally, I would just think like the side two is the strongest side to the album, but not to take away from side one of an album, because side one can be absolutely fantastic as well. And all of these albums, guys, I absolutely love as well. So like, I'm just saying that this side one or side two is the favourite side of the album, but I love all of these albums. So the first one I'm going to show is Prefab Sprout, and this is for side one, Prefab Sprout and Swoon. Yeah, side two, I still really like. You know, there's still some great tracks on side two, like Couldn't Be Bear to Be Special, I Never Play Basketball Now, and Technique, Ghost Town Blues. But I think the first side of this is the strongest side in my opinion, and that's Don't Sing. You've got Cute Fanfare, Green Isaac, Here on the Eerie and Cruel. I find those tracks I tend to listen more. They've got more re-listen value opposed to side two, but not to take away from side two of the album, guys, because it's still awesome, and this is my favourite Prefab Sprout album as well. So yeah, superb debut album from Prefab Sprout, and that is Swoon. Yeah, absolutely incredible. I think I discovered this album through James Griffiths as well, because I know James is a massive Prefab Sprout fan, and I know Ross did show Steve McQueen in like his version of this, and that is an incredible follow-up album indeed. So that is Swoon and by Prefab Sprout, and should I I'll just put them there for now. And then the next one, my favourite band, and this was my favourite album of 2017. And again, guys, not taken away from the second side, because, you know, there's still some incredible tracks on here, especially the last two tracks, Little Fictions and Kindling, are both gorgeous, the final two tracks of the album. But the first side is just flawless perfection. Magnificent, Gentle Storm, Trust the Sun, All Disco, and Head for Supplies. Just a fantastic first side to an album, but not to take away from the second side. I think just the first side of this album I tend to listen to a lot more. And yeah, this is still an incredible album though from Elbow, guys. Yeah, this was my favourite album of 2017, and this is kind of the year when this came out, how I came about Elbow, and yeah, like how I just fell in love with this band. You know, I've been a massive fan of Elbow since like 2017, which is the year this album came out as well, and yeah, it is just absolutely stunning. Yeah, and I absolutely love what Elbow have done since then, you know, like whilst I think, Giants of All Sizes that came out in 2017 and might be my least favourite Elbow album, I still love Flying Dream 1, superb. And then you've got Audio Vertigo that came out this year, which I think is fantastic, gonna be one of my favourite albums of the year, that. And but this is probably my second favourite album they've ever did. I think just Guy Garvey's vocals on here is just magnificent, with no pun intended. And yeah, I just think it's absolutely flawless as the whole. But I think the first side one is my favourite side to this album. So that's Little Fictions by Elbow. And similar to Ross, because I know Ross picked My Aim Is True, which I can agree is my 10 out of 10 album as well, and possibly On Another Day, like Ross, also my favourite Elvis Costello album. But this is a close second for me, and I just think this is absolutely amazing. And like this year's Model, one of my favourite albums of all time, and that's Elvis Costello with his incredible debut, My Aim Is True. And guys, like with those two other albums, not to take away from side two, because you've got The Angels Want to Wear My Red Shoes, Less Than Zero, Pay It Back, I'm Not Angry, Waiting for the End of the World. The track that may slightly let down side two is Mystery Dance, but I still think it serves a place on that album. But side one is just flawless in my opinion. Welcome to the Working Week and Miracle Man, No Dancing, Blame It on Kane and Allison. It's just banger after banger. It is just incredible. And yeah, I do think the album is pretty much perfection on the whole, but the favourite sides to the album is side one, and that's probably got some of my favourite tracks on here, and a couple of songs on here is probably a couple of my favourite Elvis Costello songs as well, like yeah, like Allison, and yeah, like also you got Sneaky Feelings on here, which is a great tune. And yeah, you've still got some incredible tracks on side two as well. So that's Elvis Costello and My Aim Is True. And just with the budget that this album was on, and produced by Nick Lowe and the backing band Clover, it is superb. Absolutely adore this. My Aim Is True by Elvis Costello. And then second to last one for the the selection for side one albums in this video, and I've gone for my favourite Clash album, the Clash's self-titled debut album. Yeah, again, I've got no complaints with this album, guys. I think it is pretty much perfection. But again, I think if I was to choose a favourite side, it would be side one, and I think just slightly because it's got a few more tracks on here, because side two you've got Career Opportunities, Cheats, and Protex, Blue, Police and Thieves, 48 Hours, and Garage Land, which are still all great tracks. But side one absolutely adore it. I think it is pretty much perfection, just like this album. You know, you've got tracks like White Riot, Janie Jones, and Remote Control, a couple of the singles on there, and the track London's Burning, it, I think, was also a single on there. And yeah, like What's My Name, Deny. Yeah, it is just pretty much flawless, like this whole album is. But I think side one, I would, yeah, choose as my favourite side. And you've got a couple more tracks on there, and it is just perfection. Like, again, this album, I think, clocks in for half an hour, and it just sweeps by. You know, it is just amazing. Just in the, like, 1977 was just a perfect year for music. And, you know, like, I think 1979 and 1977 are like my two favourite years in music, and this just says it all, really, when it comes to amazing albums from 1977. So yep, I will go for that as my other choice for side one, and that is The Clash's self-titled debut, but not taken away from side two, guys. I absolutely love that as well. And yeah, side one is just incredible. That's the Clash's self-titled debut album there. And for the last one, for side one, again, this was my favourite album of 2020, and a bit more modern, you could say, a little bit more recent times with like this album, an album from recent times. And yeah, this was my favourite album of 2020. I just remember streaming this constantly during like the pandemic and stuff. And yeah, like this is also my favourite album from this band as well. I saw them like last month at Newcastle City Hall, and they were excellent, guys. But the first time seeing this band as well, and that's Blossoms and Foolish Loving Spaces, which I think is their masterpiece for me. I think this is just pop perfection. This is how modern pop is done, really. Just tremendous, incredible. Like, again, the first side in particular, I've got no complaints with side two. You know, you still got great tracks like My Vacant Days, Falling for Someone, and like Gravity. I think they're the strongest songs on side two. But I think the first side is just, again, banger after banger. Like, If You Think This Is Real Life, Your Girlfriend, The Keeper, My Swimming Brain, and Sunday Was a Friend of Mine, which Sunday Was a Friend of Mine and Your Girlfriend, they're probably my favourite tracks on here. But yeah, not taken away from side two, guys. I think that is brilliant as well. But side one, I think, is just flawless on this perfect pop album, and my favourite album of 2020 as well. Just absolutely superb. So that is Blossoms, Foolish Loving Spaces, for the last one for side one in this video. Okay, and now for my 5 choices for a flawless side two. And there was so many more albums that I could pick, guys, but I did go for like this like selection, and I'm sure for the first one I'm going to show for flawless side two, I'm sure Rob will approve of this, because I know Rob is a big fan of this band, and this was the only album this band's made. You know, I think this band, you know, I think if they had made like a few more albums, I think they would have still delivered some amazing content. There was no doubt in my mind they would. But yeah, as a one and only album sort of band goes, this was a perfect only album for this band. And yeah, just absolutely incredible stuff. And that is Played by the Bodines. And side two, again, not to take away from side one, you know, you've got like Shanking Queens, and what else is there? Scar Tissue and Clear, What You Want. I do love all them songs, but side two, I'd have to say, is my favourite, with Faris Pop and Slip Slide, the back door that's just got this beautiful, like, jangly pop sort of, like, rhythm to it. It's just superb, spellbinding stuff. And then ending the album with William Shatner, which, yeah, is a great closure to the album. And yeah, the Untitled track has got just a great instrumental like riff to it, and yeah, just some great vocals as well. I love the the main lead singer on there as well, with his like vocals on here. It's just brilliant, and it did remind me a little bit of like the Icicle Works and a little bit of other jangle pop bands, a bit of like The Wedding Present as well. And this was produced by Ian Brody as well. And yeah, he did a smashing job with producing like this fantastic one and only album from like this very underrated band, the Bodines. And yeah, just absolutely superb album, guys. And if you're into like your 80s jangle pop, I would highly implore you to check out this stunning jangle pop album. That's the Bodines Unplayed. And my favourite album from Grand Prix, but guys, don't get me wrong, I think this is like a 10 out of 10 album. I think side 1 is absolutely amazing as well, but side 2 I think might have to be my favourite. And yeah, I just think there's just some incredible songs from Gerard Love and Raymond McGinley on here. And yeah, just absolutely stunning. Disco Lights, Say No, Going Places, which is probably one of my favourite Teenage Fan Club songs. And then I'll Make It Clear, I Gotta Know, and then the last track has got Hardcore Ballad, which ends this album on a very drastic note, but done in a brilliant way, and very unlike to the other the other songs on this album. But side 1, I'm not gonna take away from side 1, guys, because you still got amazing tracks like About You and Sparky's Dream, Mellow Doubt, Don't Look Back, Neil June, and Tears. Yeah, there's just, again, it's pretty much a flawless album, but I think side 2 of this is the sides that I think has got like some of my favourite tracks on here, and especially it's got my favourite song on the album, Going Places, as well. So that is like my favourite Teenage Fan Club album there, Grand Prix. And yeah, that's going to be turning 30 next year, and I'm sure they might do something special for this album's 30th anniversary there. And then the other one is probably, would I say Edwyn Collins' masterpiece in terms of like his career and stuff, because I absolutely love his solo catalogue as well. But the album that really is just the definitive album like in his career and stuff, and especially with the band he was with, like Orange Juice, and yeah, side 2, just amazing, guys. I love side 1 as well, Falling and Laughing, and Tender Objects, Dying Day, and Love, and then there's the Untitled Melody on there. But yeah, side 2 I think has just got some of my favourite songs in the album, like Satellite City, Three Cheers for Our Side, Consolation Prize, which I think is just gorgeous, and Felicity in a Nutshell, and Told Me Part 1. Yeah, just absolutely just incredible jangle pop album, like a jangle pop like masterpiece in my opinion as well. Just absolutely stunning. And I think side 2 has just got like my favourite tracks on here as well, but not to take away from side 1, because I think that is absolutely incredible stuff. Maybe there's one or two tracks I'm not as bothered about on, like, as I am with side 2, what is it, Dying Day and Untitled Melody. I think they might be my weakest, my least favourite tracks on the album, but for the most part, it is an incredible like jangle pop album from Orange Juice, and just incredible debut album for like this band. And just I love the guitar work on this, and Edwyn Collins' vocals on here as well. And I think there was another guy on here as well that had some very cool like vocal work on this album as well. So that's Orange Juice and You Can't Hide Your Love Forever. Absolutely stunning debut album from Orange Juice. And the second to last one now, guys, in this video, and for side 2 as well. Again, this was a difficult one because I think this is a 10 out of 10 stone cold classic, and I just think it is just a pretty much flawless album in total. Really, it is absolutely stunning and one of my favorite albums of all time. You know, as I say, side 1, you've still got incredible tracks like Show Me, Poison Arrow, Many Happy Returns, Tears Are Not Enough, Valentine's Day. Pretty much love all of those tracks. But side 2 has got like the Look of Love and Date Stamp, All of My Heart, Forever Together, and then the other version of the Look of Love. So I think side 2, I would say is pretty much flawless, but I think as well as side 1, but I think side 2 has got like some of my favourite tracks like The Look of Love and Date Stamp, and All of My Heart is on there as well, and Forever Together. But yeah, I could have easily chose side 1 on another day, but I think I'd go for like side 2 of this. And just brilliant vocals from Martin Fry, incredible production from like Trevor Horn on there as well. Just absolutely amazing stuff, guys. And yeah, just a 10 out of 10 album, but I think side 2 would probably be my favorite on here. And yeah, that is I think maybe if I was to pick a least favorite track on here, but I still think it's very good, is Many Happy Returns. I think is decent. I think it's very good. Sorry, I think that was a bit harsh there. I think that's a very good track. And Valentine's Day is very good as well. I think side 2 I think probably is the strongest side for me, but only by a smudge really, because I think it is a stupendous pop album there. And that's The Lexicon of Love by the wonderful ABC there. And the last album that I'm showing in this video for side 2, and a perfect side 2, and yeah, for this video. And again, this was a difficult one because this is potentially one of my favorite albums of all time, but to pick like my favorite side or perfect side 2 of an album, I've gone for the majestic debut album from Arcade Fire. Arcade Fire, I've been a fan of Arcade Fire probably for over 10 years now. You know, I've been a fan of this band since like 2014 now. I remember going to see them live, you know, in 2018 in Glasgow, and they were superb. They were very good when I saw them in 2022 as well, when I saw them on the what's the album from WE tour in 2022, but one of my favorite ever gigs was when I saw them on the Everything Now tour in 2018. And I remember just seeing them in like on playing live on Glastonbury in 2014, and it just took my breath away, guys. Their like performance just really just blew me away. It really did. And yeah, ever since then I've pretty much been in love with this band and this band's music. And yeah, side 1 is still superb with tracks like Neighborhoods 1, Tunnels, and then Neighborhood 3, Power Out, and yeah, track like the other like track on here as well, and like Neighborhood 4, Kettles. You know, that is still, you know, like a near to perfection side. But I think side B, side 2 has probably got my favorite tracks on here, like Crown of Love, Wake Up, Hat Tea, I think it is, Rebellion Lies, and which is just an incredible, like, penultimate track on here. And you know, I just love, again, the musical arrangement, and just everything about that track is just spellbinding stuff, and it is just Arcade Fire in like a nutshell, really. Just goes to show like its incredible musicianship, and just you know, like the vocals from like Will Butler, and like the lady, I'm trying to think of the lady's what do you call it, like, name in there as well, but she's superb. Is it Renee? I think it is. I could be getting that name wrong, but her vocals is just absolutely superb in there as well. And the last track on here, In the Backseat, is just a beautiful closing track with yeah, In the Backseat, and just like again, I'm just really just in awe every time I hear like that track, because it's absolutely emotionally just stunning, and a stunning way to close off the album. But I'm not taking away from what do you call it, side one of this album, because I think I pretty much love every track on that album on that side as well. But side two, I think, has like my favorite tracks with, yeah, Neighborhood for Kettles and Crown of Love, Wake Up, which is probably one of Arcade Fire's most like well-known tracks, and Rebellion Lies, and In the Backseat. Yeah, just absolutely just beautiful debut album, and just absolutely incredible album that turned 20 years like this year. So yeah, that is the amazing debut album from Arcade Fire, and for me, one of my favorite albums of all time, and one of the greatest debut albums of a band ever, in like my personal opinion. So yeah, guys, that will do it for like my response like video to the incredible threads that was started by Richard McCook. And Richard has got an amazing channel, and this is an incredible thread that Richard has started. So yep, well done, Richard, for starting like this incredible thread. And there's been some amazing response videos to this. I definitely wanted to like take part in this, because it was just a thread that was definitely right up my street. And yeah, just like choosing like a perfect side one and a perfect side two of an album. There was so many more I could pick, but like I thought like I just show like these 10 albums in this video, like 5 for a perfect side one and 5 albums for a perfect side two. So yeah, guys, do let me know some of your like favorite albums that has got a perfect side, whether it's side 1 or side 2. I would love to know all of that good stuff in the comments down below. And I want to take the time to say thanks for all your continuous support on the channel, guys. I really do appreciate it. I definitely want to do more music related videos, as music is like my big passion, as well as movies as well. So yeah, absolutely awesome challenge that was set up by I say challenge, but awesome like threads that was started by Richard. And yeah, I will leave a link to Richard's channel in the description box down below. And yeah, a couple of the awesome like response videos I stumbled upon from James Griffiths and Rob Walker and Ross Goodall. Leave a link to those videos as well. But I'm sure there's been some other amazing response videos to this awesome thread as well. So guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back for more content soon. So thanks for watching, cheers for stopping by, and until next time, I'll see you all for the next video. Bye bye.